Hey guys, I just want to give you all an update. We were fortunate enough to get a hold of one of these cameras. It's called the SiOnyx Aurora IR night vision camera. Mine came in today, just a little while ago, and yeah, I've opened it. But I figured I'd do an unboxing so you guys can actually see what it is. We'll just kind of look at it together. How's that sound? So here we go. All right, so there it is. Get this out. Yeah, so that's not a whole lot to the shipping. By the way, the address was actually right here in the DFW area where it shipped from. It shipped from Irving. So there it is. So let's do an unboxing. This is the camera here. And you can use it for day and night. It's got built-in Wi-Fi, GPS, and a compass. Uses a micro SD card and has removable rechargeable battery. And it is IP67 water resistant. Anything else on there we need to know? Not really. Alright, here we go. Let's see what this thing looks like. Now, I haven't opened up this box yet, so. Okay, there's your start guide there. Looks good. Looks like it's all in English. Oh, it kind of accordions out, so. Let's see, that side's in English. That side there looks like, yeah, these instructions are all English. So that's good. That's all I can speak anyway. Alright, let's go back in here and see what we got. Okay, this is like a styrofoam cover. Oh, there it is right there. There's the camera. Let's see if we can kind of there we go. Get some light on the subject here. So that's the camera. It kind of looks like it has similar buttons on it that some of our scopes have, like our thermal scopes and our night vision scopes. The buttons look pretty similar. There we go. I'm pretty sure it's going to have to be charged up. Okay, I guess that's zoom, maybe? I don't know. You've got some settings on here. Let's see. That's there's night vision, there's twilight, and then there's day mode right there on top. And it's pretty easy to turn. It's kind of stiff, like it's got an O-ring seals on it. This zoom is pretty smooth. It's easy to turn with your hands, but it's stiff too, so it's not like gonna move unless you actually deliberately grab it and kind of pinch it a little bit. There's your set buttons. It's kind of like a little D-pad there. There's your power switch. You got a little adjustment there. Not sure what that is. That might be the diopter there. And then here's the settings here. So you've got camera mode or photo mode. Then you've got video mode. You've got loop. I guess that's what that is. Then I guess that's playback. And then there's your Wi-Fi and your settings down here. Okay. Okay, that's where you charge up your battery, I guess, or maybe that's where you download your data from. Yeah, it just snaps in there like that. It's got the thread hookup for a tripod there. That's good. It's pretty light. Battery, I'm going to have to figure out how the battery thing works. I thought it might go in here, but I need to look at that. So let me get back to you real quick. Alright, I figured it out. Kind of different. You've got this little clip right here. You see it's got the little arrow down on it. So if you pull down like this, pull down like that, and then lift on this assembly here, this whole thing slides back like that. Okay? Your SD card goes right here. I was wrong. The SD card didn't go there. That's where you plug your USB cable into. Your micro SD card goes right in there. And this is a unit like this. Your battery goes right here. You can see there's your plus and minus there. And the battery slides inside this compartment right here. So let's get the battery out. I'm going to set that down. And the battery's in here. The lithium-ion battery. Kind of reminds you of the older version of the GoPro batteries, but it doesn't look compatible. The connectors are different. So that's what it looks like right there. And so it goes in like this. There we go. Oh, it's got a little latch here that locks that battery right there. See it? That holds the battery in. And then you take your eyepiece assembly and it snaps right back on, just like that. And it made a noise. I wonder if that means it came on. It's kind of weird. Made a funny noise there when I plugged that back in. Alright, so well, that's pretty clear cut. What else did we get in the box? Let's see. Well, looks like we got some goodies down here. Let's see. That looks like a little pouch to put the camera in. Yep, that's what that is. It's kind of a silk feeling pouch. Maybe made out of some type of nylon material, but it's real soft. Okay, let's see what else we got here. There's your USB cord. Right there. Okay. Take a look at it. Give you an idea. Okay. And what else did we get? There's another something in here. That looks like the lanyard. Yes, that's what that is. That's the lanyard. Alright. Alright, well, it's very interesting. So let me kind of get the hang of this, and then I'll try to get some video going for it. Alright, be right back. Okay guys, just real quick, So I'm going to charge up the camera. It says here that they want you to charge it up fully before you use it the first time. And it doesn't have a battery charger. It's onboard charger. So this is what it's doing right now. I've got it hooked up in that port right there, and it's charging. What I did find out is this is your focus right here. This is the focus. I'm going to have to get back to this. I need to read up on this. It says it's got an infinity mark right there, but when I did use this to try to focus, I didn't notice any changes at all. So, but it did turn on, and it was really, really crystal clear, even in the day mode here inside the house. So I didn't have an SD card in it, so I've got to get an SD card. And it says here the Aurora requires a micro SD card. Get a fast one, class 10 or UHS-1, 32 gigabyte max. And it says be safe, know your surroundings, know your limits, read the safety information found in pages 12-14 of the guide. It also has a mobile app, so it says here get the app, and we will read the rest of this as we go. So I'm going to let the camera charge. I do have a Extreme Plus 32 gig card right here in a micro SD, and this one should be fine. It does 4K, so that should be plenty fast enough. We're going to let the camera charge, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we let it charge up, and we're going to put the memory card in there. So let's get the memory card here. And this is 32 gig. I've already got this popped loose here, so it should just slide right out like that. Set that down. And it looks like it goes with the color pointing up. And it just slides in there like that. Locks in. And then you put this back on. And it locks in place. And that should be it. Right, here's your power. So we'll turn it on. You hear it make a little noise there. And yep, you can see through it there. Alright, let me see what it says. Set date and time. So I'm going to go set the date and the time, and then we'll take it for a walk outside. Be right back. Okay, I still hadn't quite figured out how to change the resolution and the frames per second. I'm not sure if that's something that it'll do. I've been going through the menu and looking at it, and I haven't found anything in the literature yet, so I'm going to have to do some more reading. But I just got through doing a test, side-by-side test with the GoPro 5. I said in the film that it was the GoPro 6 or the GoPro 4, but it's actually the GoPro Hero 5. And this is it right here. And it's the GoPro Hero 5. And I compared the SiOnyx with this at nighttime outside, and the SiOnyx blows it away. If you've got a IR light that is adjustable, like fully adjustable, as far as like dimming it down, the 850 is gonna just blast. It's great. I'm thinking you might even be able to use the the 950, or is it the 925 or 950 NM IR light? You might even be able to use that with this. When you look in the video, you're gonna notice that the 850 is just intense. Even in the low settings, within 50, 75 yards, anything inside 75 yards, it's going to be pretty intense, unless you have a dimmer. So I'm kind of excited. I think I'm going to buy a 900 or a 950 NM IR light and see how it works with this. But it's a moonless night, and the video, I think, was pretty impressive. A little grainy, but like I said, I'm not quite sure that I have the settings right on the camera. This was just right out of the box. I really didn't mess with anything. I didn't even have the time or the date set. I don't have the GPS turned on. I don't have the Wi-Fi turned on. I haven't done anything like that yet. I hadn't experimented with that. I just wanted to see what it looked like right out of the box. As far as easy to use, yeah, I'd say it's easy to use. Getting used to the controls is a little different. I did find the zoom. It's on the D-pad. It's got a little D-pad on top, kind of like your ATNs have. And for this camera, it's right on the D-pad to zoom in and left on the D-pad to zoom back out. So, but I've still got to go through and scroll through and try to figure out this menu. It's kind of a new thing, but basically the controls are kind of like your ATNs. X-Sights, maybe not quite as complicated and comprehensive, but if you're playing with the ATNs or the pulsars, this menu on this camera is going to be comparable. So I don't know. I think you'll like it. Still got a lot of testing to do, but yeah, it's going to be a good addition. Daytime, I was able to use the camera and hold it in my hand and hold it about like this off of a coin, and it is really clear. I'm sure you notice it's kind of clear here. I don't have a lot of light in this room. Just most of it's turned off right now. So, but in the daytime, can't wait to see what this camera looks like in the daytime. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be making a few more videos here soon, I hope. Hunting season's right around the corner. It just needs to cool off for me because I can't be in this heat. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Now, okay, I should have the camera synchronized. I'm running the GoPro 4, or is this a GoPro 6? I don't know what this is. I think it's a GoPro 6. No, GoPro 4. And the Aurora. This is nighttime. This is daytime mode on the Aurora. And I'm here looking at my truck. And here's the Aurora here I'm looking at. Okay. So let's just kind of walk around this. As you can see, it's kind of bright there, but let's see what it looks like once we go to twilight here. Hold on just a moment. Okay, I've switched it into twilight. And there we go. So So this is Twilight. I don't quite have the focus set right, but I can't. I'm trying to do this with two hands. As you can see, when I go out across the truck, I mean, the GoPro literally just goes dark. It can't see anything. I'll look down at the grill right there, then I'll scroll. Yep, see, that's in twilight zone, or twilight mode, twilight zone. Listen to me. Now that's looking out across the pasture. You can barely see the street lights in the GoPro, but you can really see my neighbor's property over there. That's impressive. And that's over 100 yards away. So, alright, well let's go into night mode here. Hang on just a second. Okay. The camera is switching into night mode now. And that's the view that way. That's pretty impressive. Looking up at the sky. Alright, let's go walk around the back. Now it is really a moonless night. I don't see any moon out at all. Okay. That's my trash can right there. You can see my trailer. Really? Wow. Let's go walk out here and look at the pasture. And that's my backyard. And you can't even see it with the GoPro. There's my dog. Hey buddy. How you doing? What's up, boo? Oh, don't bark at me, silly. How you doing? I'm sorry the focus is off, but it's hard for me to do that and hold this other camera. Hold on just a moment. Let me try to focus this a little bit. That looks pretty good. Okay. Well, there you go. That's looking out towards the gun range. Yeah. It's moonless night. There's not a moon anywhere. I don't see any moon anywhere. Boy, you can sure see that sky though. Look at that. And that's looking out across the neighbor's yard. Now, if you're looking, okay, you can just barely see out a neighbor with the GoPro. I'm using no IR whatsoever. There is 0 IR on this camera. What's the matter, boo? You ready for dinner? Okay. I'll get you some in a minute. Look at that sky, man. That's looking back towards the city there. That's looking back towards, well, let's just say I'm looking back towards the city. I'm not going to say what city that is. Anyway, but yeah. For a moonless night, that's about, to those trees out there, that's about 50 yards. And to that tree line over there, that's about 50 yards. So if you were using even a low intensity IR, you're going to get eye shine with this camera for sure. Okay, let's do this as a cut. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. So anyway, that's looking at the barn. I mean, the GoPro, you can't even see the barn's lit up with the GoPro. It's just barely a glimmer on that GoPro camera. So, yeah, I'm very pleased with this so far. All right, let's go inside. Okay, since we didn't really do a lot of recording in twilight mode, I want to do that. So I have it set in twilight mode, and I forgot to go out and check the mail and put the mail in the box, so we're just going to walk out to the road and see what it looks like. So we've already established that over there, the GoPro can't even see that. So I don't know about the audio. We'll get a good sound check too. If y'all can hear that dog barking. Really? Okay, it's pretty dark out here on the road. I mean, literally, there's no street lights. It's a little grainy, at least by my eyes it is. Let me see if I can focus this a little bit better. Okay, and that's looking down the road. That, where you see that green light ending up on the road down there, to the naked eye you can't even see the road. Once you look past this mailbox right here, you can't even see the road. It's so dark out here. So twilight's a little grainy. Now this thing is set on 30 frames a second and 720p, so it's really not set on a high resolution. So we'll change that and see if it looks better on the higher resolution. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's completely dark down through there. If you're looking at it from the naked eye, you don't see anything shining. But if you look through the camera, you can actually see reflections off of the vehicles way back there in the back. Okay. Alright, let me put this mail up. Okay, pretty interesting. I went and switched back into night mode while I'm out here at the mailbox. looking down the road. Now you can really see. Bare eye, you can't see anything coming down the road. But this camera's picking up something glowing down there. I think that's somebody driving down the road, just peeking through the trees. You look at it through the naked eye though, you won't see it. Yep, I can see him coming now. That's looking the other way. Okay, let's get off the road. And that's looking out into my pasture. I don't know, man. I just think that's impressive looking at the sky, looking at those stars like that. That is cool. Now, I know this thing, I think it has a zoom, but I haven't figured out how to use it yet. So let's get off the road here. See if I can figure out how to do the zoom real quick. That's a truck driving by during night mode. Okay, let's see if I can figure the zoom out real quick here. It's probably going to be that deep. There's something out there. What is that? Let me focus here. Let's see if this will zoom in now. No. Oh yeah, there it goes. Yeah, it's right on the D-pad to zoom in. And you use the fine focus knob on the lens itself. Let's see if I can refine that a little bit. Kind of loses its resolution on this 720, but okay. So it's right on the D-pad to zoom in. Let's zoom in, see how far it'll go. That's as far as it'll go right there. That's about 45 yards to that fence post right there. Like I said, this is moonless night. There's not a moon in the sky. Not that I can see anyway. That's my street light. Nothing above us at all. Okay. So that's it. I'm pretty impressed so far. Alright, next test is going to be with an infrared. We'll see what it looks like. Okay, I got one of my IR lights. And we're just going to walk out here and see how it does. I haven't messed with the resolution or the frames per second. It's still 720 at 30 frames a second. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to hold it up. Holy crap. I mean, that's impressive, guys. That is really impressive. I mean, it's almost too much. And this is just a low, just a low grade light. It's not anything fancy. Let me see if I can figure out which one's low intensity here. Okay, this is a lower intensity here. Man, that's, I mean, that's, like I said, that's about 40 yards, 45 yards. And this is just a 850 flashlight. I don't know what brand or model it is, to be honest with you. It's a good one though. Now those trees way back there, that's across the creek, and that's a good 100 yards. Hey boo boo. I'm not gonna shine it. Well, I guess I can shine in your light. There we go. And that's the rifle range way back there. The backstop is right there. Let's go out to the road and see how far down the road we can see. I don't know, guys. I think this camera's pretty impressive so far, and it's small. It's lightweight. I hadn't weighed it yet. I'm sure it's in the specs, but it fits in the palm of your hand pretty good. You put it on a tripod, and it's going to be light. All right, here we are. We're back out on the road again. And this is that low intensity. I hadn't changed it at all. And that's looking down the road. That's about that's close to 100 yards to that reflector right there. Let me see what to do with the intensity. Oh man. I'm holding the light above my head and shining it down the road. If anything with eyes crosses that road, you're going to see it. So if you have a IR light, that's fully adjustable with like a rheostat, like a dimmer on it, man, it's pretty awesome. That's way out there too. That's elite. Those trees way down there. That's if you're looking straight down the road, the trees that are just barely illuminated, that's over 300 yards. And I mean, what can I say? Alright guys, that concludes this test. We're going to call it a night. Y'all have a good one.